Everybody, this is MrSoichiro. Playing a little Mass Effect today. I've actually haven't kind of spoken over this stream in a little bit. Just timing hasn't worked out well. I've been kind of mixing this in during office hours and late nights. But I finally have an early session, so I can kind of chat a little bit. Actually got this for my birthday from my lovely sister. Thank you, sister. So I'd played a little bit of Mass Effect on the 360, but I think I got about as far as I am now, so maybe like 10 hours in. Maybe a little farther in the main quest line. So I haven't played 2, I haven't played 3, and of course PS Plus. Actually, that was earlier this week. And what do we have? Star Wars Squadrons, Virtua Fighter 5, Ultimate Showdown, and there's a PS5 game, like a co-op experience. I forget what it's called, but I think there's a way you can play it on PS4. I didn't really look into that. I'm not too concerned about it. Played a little bit of the tutorial for Virtua Fighter. Looks cool. I like that genre of fighting game, the 3D fighter. And what else is new? There's actually, if you dig a little deeper, there's like this Capcom arcade system that you can install, which is free. And they give you one game. I think it's 1941, which is this like World War II based top-down bullet hell shooter, and it's cool. I like that. But they also actually just recently allowed you to download Ghosts and Goblins, the original Ghosts and Goblins. I think the arcade version. I'm pretty sure it's the arcade version. And I've been playing that a little bit. There are some trophies, some pretty easy trophies. I just like went through, got like 8 trophies quite easily. And yeah, I like the concept. You can, it's a variety of different kind of like Capcom arcade games. There's 3 different Street Fighters: World Warrior, Hyper Fighting, Turbo. Actually, there might be a 4th one. But anyway, it's all these different Street Fighter 2s. There's a bunch of like well, there's Final Fight, and then there are these like multiplayer kind of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, but they're very different. They're interesting. There's like one that was mech based. There are some cool ones. There's like one that's medieval fantasy influenced. I don't remember the names of all these games, but anyway, you can like buy these. You can buy all these like bits and bobs here and there. It's a cool concept. I could see it being pricey if you wanted to kind of scoop up all the games. I think ideally they, you know, maybe they should rotate them out. Some are free for a limited time, and then, but I don't think it's gonna work that way. But for what I have and for what it is, and if I ever feel so inclined to like, oh, I really want to try this game, you drop a couple bucks, no big deal. So what do I think about Mass Effect Legendary Edition? I'll probably get back to the 360 version at some point in the next couple months, because I have some achievements I'm looking to kind of polish off my list. So I'll be able to do a more succinct comparison. I remember at the time, this was probably like 7 or 8 years ago at this point, when I was playing through Mass Effect, there was, I didn't know how to explain it at the time, but there were some like graphical anomalies, and I realize now it's just like frame rate stuff, just some weird stuff that was going on screen, and it was primarily in these environments where there were a lot of characters, a lot of NPCs, like the Citadel. And I understand that's like, you know, pretty normal behavior, but at the time I thought there was like something wrong with my TV, there was something wrong with my Xbox. I was kind of freaking out about it. A lot of that is gone. Frame rate drops a little bit, and I'm not measuring this, I'm just measuring this with my eyes. I can tell frame rate drops a little bit in the Citadel still. I'm playing in I'm playing in, oh shoot, what's it called? I guess, basically it's optimized for graphical performance over frame rate. So it's I don't know if it's upscaling, but it's in 4K or at least quote unquote 4K. That's why I'm prioritizing as opposed to frame rate. This isn't like, yes, there is action. This is kind of blending genres. At the time, this was like kind of mind-blowing to have this like, oh, it's an RPG, but it's also like a third-person over-the-shoulder shooter with some like tactical stuff thrown in there. There's like a little cover. You know, I don't even think Gears of War had come out, so you know, these like cover shooters weren't really a thing, and if it had, it wasn't like firmly ensconced in the game developer's mindset. So to have cover, to have sticky cover where you like get close to a wall and it like sticks you to it, was pretty cool. This game, it's old. It's an older game, and some of these concepts haven't aged particularly well. You know, you show up to a location, you know there's gonna be a combat encounter because of like the maze of like containers and wall placement. You're like, oh, I'm gonna have to like take cover behind this wall, or you know, you see a bunch of NPCs. Like I just finished this section where there was like this cult, and you take out this cult leader, and all the cult members are passive when you first you know, when you first meet them, but effectively like you get to the end of this encounter, you're like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this cult leader. If it ends badly, I'm gonna have to fight my way out of this and kill everybody, and that's inevitably what happened. So it's kind of this was a problem at the time. I think reviewers at the time also commented on kind of the repetitiveness and the banality of the environments, at least the side quest stuff. And I've been doing pretty much just side quests, really just at random. I'm open to doing story missions. It just hasn't worked out that way. I'm using a random number generator essentially to decide what I'm doing, which star system to go to. At the time when this game first came out, the Mako sections, the Mako is this vehicle that I'm piloting right now, this six-wheeled all-terrain vehicle. These sections were not well received when this game first came out, and I will say that the Legendary Edition is an improvement from a control perspective. You know, just graphically, obviously, everything looks pretty fantastic, and there have been extensive side-by-side comparisons of all these different changes that have been made to the different editions. I won't go into all that kind of stuff there. I'm certainly not an expert. Let's stop here.
Heading to position.
Explore. So this is not a location that appears on the map, so I might not actually find anything here. No, I need to continue over the ridge. Oh, this is not the Mako, obviously. Actually, you know what? I'll go over here since it's on my map, or it's flagged as my location. So yeah, I feel like it controls a little better. I don't know if they completely revamped this, if it's just, if it feels better on the DualShock, or what the deal is. It's still kind of floaty. It's a little counterintuitive with the way that it controls. Not so much the way it controls, but just the way that the feel of it. Not so. Long story short, not a huge fan of the Mako sections. And they seem to be comprising a significant portion of these side quests. Scavenger corpse, where is that? Let's get out and walk around. There it is. Comment on this mini game. You basically have to play this mini game where you're just, it's like Simon says, you just push the button that appears on screen. It's so easy. I mean, it's almost pointless. I will just have one button to push because it's so simplistic. It's not even like the equivalent of a QuickTime event. At least that would serve some purpose and have a little bit of challenge, pointless as that may be. And, you know, I actually do like this kind of like exposition via text. There's a lot of text in this game. There's a lot of reading. I don't mind it. I'm very old school from a gaming perspective, so I can get down with a lot of text on screen. I think there's probably one more point of interest on this planet. It's the only planet in this system. Is this nothing here? Let's go up this ridge again, and there we go. Crash probe. So I think for all these probes, typically you need a high electronics score, which I do not have. Ashley and Caden are not skilled with electronics. I think Tally is my only character that has decent electronics skill. Alright, Alliance homing beacon. So this will be the last point of interest on this planet. And then we'll head back to the Normandy. Go to another system. So I think the story as it left off for this side mission was that there was a probe that was launched during this great war that took place over a century ago, I think it was. And each of these probes that were sent out into the universe, into the galaxy, were equipped with like a thermonuclear warhead, so as to prevent the Turians, this alien race that we were at war with. We loosely, a member of the Alliance. So yeah, to prevent them from being salvaged and, you know, discovering our technology and our secrets and stuff like that. So they basically booby-trapped these probes. And this probe, in particular, just started sending signals back to the Alliance. Huh, what is all this? Just roll down this mountain. So I think this is funny, like if you, the wheels only move when you move the left analog stick. So if you're like rolling down a hill like this, the tires don't move, which I think is funny. Worthless bit of information, but still funny to me. Alright, what is this?
Securing point.
So this is a thing. I guess I'm going inside this.
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
Smells like ambush, Commander.
I agree. This thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
There's a nuclear weapon down there. We can't abandon it. Just stay on guard.
Aye, aye.
Yep. And this will be a good save spot. So I was a little cavalier with the saving when I first started this Legendary Edition, and I ended up dying and having to backtrack like probably a good 30 minutes of game time, which isn't terrible. I've definitely had way worse. I've had hours of game time wiped out in other games, but that's kind of an inconvenience. Who has time for that? So now I'm becoming a little more diligent about saving. This game's pretty good about setting off your spidey sense, giving you a heads up before you enter. Sometimes it'll be dialogue. They'll just straight up tell you, like, I got a bad feeling about this. Or we're being set up for an ambush. So this is definitely like, you know, you see a lot of like cover options. There's a little maze essentially. We could, in role-playing game parlance, we could call this a dungeon. Oh, is that my team? Is that my squad? Hey squad, you want to come join me? Okay, the question is, does the ambush happen here?
On me.
Oh, there you guys are. So I haven't really figured out the squad commands. I think the up directional button will give them a target. I should probably go see if there's a... Is there something in my... Oh, it's maybe in the codex. No. Actually, maybe in options. Controls. Controller mapping would be good. Maybe under gameplay. Nope. Whatever. I'm too tired to think about this. Maybe I'll look it up online at some point. Wait a second. Did I miss something? Is this an inaccessible door over here? Maybe that's where all the bad guys are gonna come out. The bad guys. Combat's not too hard. It's not.
What the hell?
Shepard, at last.
Have we met?
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
In most criminal organizations, it's the one who's recognized as the most successful.
That's correct. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
It doesn't have to be like this, Halliot.
Empty words from a dead man. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Commander?
I don't know. Let me think. You two see if there's anything in here we can use.
No time to get out. You have to disable the bomb. 10 seconds. Oof. 7 seconds. Oh, jeez. It's multi-part bomb disarming. At least this isn't ticking seconds off the clock, because this puzzle is a little slow. Oh, there's another one. Don't screw it up. The one puzzle that I screw up, it better not be this one. I use puzzle. I'm using air quotes when I say the word puzzle. Come on, three's the charm. You've disabled the bomb. Now we're gonna have to shoot our way out, I'm sure. Sure of it. Well, that created a little tension. Alright. Got a lot of abilities to choose from. I've got it set up. You can tell your AI to have a particular profile when using oh, this is all blocked off now. Oh, because there was a cave in. So yeah, you can tell your AI NPCs to use all their abilities that they're capable of using. Some of them defensive capabilities. Ammo upgrade. Oh yeah. Let's get that in there. Just take us back up to the surface. Yes, it does. Oh, okay. I see where we are. Oh, at least they brought the Mako over here. That's convenient. Yep. Have to fight our way to it. Just make sure we don't fall off a cliff. We should be fine.
Kill them all!
You know what? Let's just go to the Mako.
All clear, Commander. Powers up.
Ah. It's not good. You can run people over with the Mako, which is nice. You know, not in real life, that wouldn't be nice, but in the confines of the game, it's fine. I think there's one more left. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. Pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has this re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Leveled up. Oh my. A lot of stuff here. Assault rifles, snipers, and light armor. Leave it as is. Alright. Let's raise some levels. If there was a button to randomly assign this, it says auto level up. I think it has probably an algorithm to optimize this, but I like to just set this to random. 4, 8, 10. This adds a extra element of challenge. My character's getting very charming. Assault rifles, advanced overkill. Ooh, cool. Ah, shoot. Forgot I'd already maxed out soldier rank. First aid unlocked. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I have the med gel or whatever it's called. What will Ashley learn about shotguns? More shotguns. Soldier. And assault training, which opens up fitness. Alright, I got about 15 minutes left. Do electronics. Oh, he's maxed out, so I don't know. That's my bad. Decryption's getting pretty good. What's the next level? Can use decryption skill on hard objects. Alright, I think I've been to all points of interest. There might be some stuff down here, but who has the time? Let's head back to the Normandy. I'm not gonna read all this out loud anyway. So some of these planets you can land on, some just give you a little flavor text, and then some, well, all will give you flavor text, but then some will you'll be able to survey and mine precious metals, raw materials. I don't think they convey any benefits to your character or to your ship or anything like that, but they're essentially collectibles. And I don't know what happens if you complete a set of collectibles. Maybe there's some bonus that comes with that experience. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm getting like different collectibles when I'm surveying. We'll just keep plugging along and see what happens if I complete. So this gives me a gas deposit, I guess. Large concentration of nitrogen and a little flavor text. So we're done with this Amazon system in the Voyager cluster. So let's find a new. We've been here, haven't been there. Lord of Pharos, been there. That's 1, 2, been there. 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 systems that I haven't been to. We'll let the fates decide. So we'll go to Armstrong Nebula.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skillian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
I'm on it, Admiral.
Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Oh, there's quite a few systems within this nebula. This will take some time, I think. It's worth noting that the voice of, what's his name? Admiral Hackett, I think? That's definitely Lance Hendrickson. They got him to do a lot of voice work for this game. He's done some other games. He did that, Detroit Beyond Human. Right? Beyond Human? Become Human? Something like that. I don't know. Alright. Sometimes there's like a hidden object. This one time, I guess I should say. It was like buried in a... it was buried in an asteroid belt. Anyway. Rayingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. So I'm guessing we'll encounter some Geth. Geth are the bad guys in this. They're rogue AI androids. Nah, I guess they're not technically androids, are they? AI-infused robots. Is that even a good way to describe them? They're part of a collective. So they all share a hive mind, and apparently they draw strength when they're close to each other. But as you pick them off, they become dumber and dumber. That's I don't know if that's true in game, but that's how they were described per the lore in the game. As far as their behavior is concerned, I don't know. All the NPCs in this game seem pretty dumb. That might be unfair to say. Ooh, look at that sunset. That's beautiful. So what are we doing here? Geth incursions. Eliminate all 4 Geth outposts identified in the Armstrong cluster. Outposts are located in the Gagarin. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. 4 different systems. Tali needs to level up. Let's give her 4 upgrades. Choices. Decryption. Electronics. Damping. Machine. Oh. Son of biscuit. Okay, basic armor. I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna look at the map. Let's go here first, I guess. To the debris. Overrun research outpost and anomaly. Sure, we'll just drive there backwards. You know who I think does this control scheme pretty well? I'm pretty sure this is like inspired by the Halo Warthog control scheme. It just became so ubiquitous amongst these types of games. I don't know where that was inspired by, but it all kind of goes back to Halo for these driving sequences in different games. Borderlands, I've been playing a shit ton of Borderlands 1 and 2, and there are driving sequences in both games with the catch-a-ride system, and I think that works pretty well. Those catch-a-rides feel right. They got that down pretty well. I wouldn't go so far as to say that's the perfection of this driving, of this control scheme, but it's pretty damn good. This is probably a low point for this control scheme. Warthogs are kind of notoriously floaty too. A little hard to control, but they've, in different games, I can't pinpoint exactly which of the Halo games where it's perfect, but there are some where it feels pretty refined. I've been playing pretty much all the Xbox 360 era. I just beat 3. I've been playing ODST and Reach and a little bit of Halo 4. Armor upgrade A. I think I have somebody that could put that to use. Yeah, and some of those games I feel like have pretty good vehicle control systems. And I did actually beat the on the original Xbox Halo 1 and Halo 2 many years ago. Those were my first two like really deep dives into console first-person shooters. Prior to that, I was kind of first-person shooter averse on console. I feel like they helped train me pretty well. Now, PC shooters. Oh, it's a whole other ball of wax. I kind of was weaned on the like old school Wolfenstein, and yeah, Wolfenstein was probably the first. Shit, I'm not gonna get up this wall, am I? Have to find another way around, maybe? Nope. I think I got it. Don't fall off the cliff. Almost there. So close. Bonk. Played some Doom back in the day on PC. What else? Quake. Duke Nukem. So that was kind of my range of influences in the PC genre. What's going on here? Looks like we're going in. What is this again? This is the overrun facility. Why did I pick this as my destination? Oh yeah, I've been there to the edge of debris already. Like losing my mind. I don't know if I'll have time to finish this. We'll see. I think there'll be Geth on the other side of one of these doors. Well, that was easy. 2 shotguns and assault rifle. I think my characters are pretty well kitted. Yeah, we won't make any changes. I don't have the time or the inclination to like compare all these stats. It's like, are you level 2 or level 3? Level 3 wins. Alright, so we're gonna enter combat here in a second. So these husks, they like to get close. Two left. One left. I hadn't tried melee in a while, so I thought I would just give a little pop. Knocked him over. My melee skill must be half decent. So, yeah, let's explore these two little rooms, and that'll probably be the last thing I do. Uh-oh. Through this door. Alright. Oh, where's that crate? Shotgun, heavy armor. Oh. Armor upgrade. I might have somebody that could utilize that. Nope. Again, I'm not gonna mess with all my upgrades and little doodads and what's-its. I think maybe if I were to play on a harder mode, I might need to like optimize everything, but as it is, I'm just not that concerned about it. Jammed. That's some nonsense. Medium armor, heavy armor. How's your armor looking there, Ashley? She's got heavy, okay. Armor plating 3. Yeah, so much gear, so much loot that I feel is just useless. I should just sell everything, but I don't know what to buy with my credits. What the heck? Let's What was that? What just happened there? I don't like this jamming. I don't like it. I don't like not being able to see them on my radar. Yeah, the cover system's kind of weird, and there have been a few times when I got stuck. Alright, hold on one second. My timer's going off telling me it's time to quit, so I think we'll get out of this encounter, and we'll call it a day. At least call it a morning. Get back on later tonight.
Lost shields!
Oh, shit. Sniper. Hold on. many of them.
Get down!
Well, at least we're not jammed anymore. I think we got all of them. Storage locker. Maybe I missed this earlier. Pistol, assault rifle, sniper rifle. Yeah, I think we're all kitted out with level 3 gear, so I don't really feel the need to micromanage all that stuff. We're doing fine. There's only been like 1 or 2 combat encounters that I've had to replay because I screwed up. But other than that, like, it's pretty easy. What the? Oh, snap. Quick, to the Mako. Oh, dude, gravy. Just run him over. It's like a weird shield there. Got that guy. So I think there's one left, right? So awkward. Well, there must be one more. All my shit is jammed. Oh, don't fall off that cliff. There he is. Oh, this is so annoying. I hate this. Yep, driving the Mako is not fun. Not fun. What the hell?
1 down, 3 to go.
She must be talking about the number of outposts. Let's go ahead. Let's pause the game. Let's save. And I'm gonna have to pack it in. Gotta get to work, so on and so forth. Anyway, thanks for watching. We will continue this for many more hours, I'm sure.